Employees of the City Market South Beach and Sea Grape stores looking for answers tonight. Their concerns come amidst mounting concerns about the food store chain's financial future, and the ripple effect could impact thousands. Fern and Carey spoke with employees today.
No one likes to be made a fool of.
That's how some 50 employees at the South Beach and Sea Grape City Market food stores say they feel after reporting to work this Thursday, only to find the doors locked. We're told when some workers at the South Beach store showed up for their midnight shift, they were instructed by the head of security to report to work at the Harbor Bay or Cable Beach store instead, reportedly without any advance notice from management. Angela Ferguson was one of the employees who showed up at the South Beach store for the midnight shift.
If they had told me earlier, I could have made provisions for me to get there. It isn't that I don't want to work. It's just a respect. That's it, respecting.
It's a move that's not sitting well with union officials.
Nobody said nothing to me. Nobody said nothing to these workers. They report to work this morning, and nobody is here to say anything. You know, I think this is outright, disrespectful. The union has a contract that it's an agreement where two parties come together when stuff like this is going on. Nobody said nothing to the union. Nobody's not even saying nothing to the staff.
And with the company reportedly experiencing financial difficulty, 12-year employee Alberta Raming's only concern is being paid all monies owed.
Pay me all of my money. Pay me my years. Pay me my vacation pay. I haven't been on vacation yet. Pay me my 2 weeks redundant pay and give me my pension money. And you don't have to worry about me no more.
Over at the Sea Grapes food store, employees were expressing the same concerns.
This morning it was quite a shock to come here and report for my regular shift and meet the doors completely locked. I was to work yesterday for my shift, and we had no information about the store being completely closed to employees.
Employees from both stores soon made their way to City Market head office, but they and their union representative were all denied entry. City Market's management released a statement on the issue instead. Meantime, these City Market employees say they don't like being kept in the dark. They're calling on company officials to meet with them, let them know what's going on, so that they can make plans for their future moving forward. Fern and Carey, ZNS News.
And from Grand Bahama, the story is similar. 3 days after owners of the food store chain rescinded the decision to close its 8 Mile Rock store, management has made an about turn and has shut down not just one, but 2 stores on Grand Bahama. Sabrina Brown has this reaction to this latest development.
A sign posted on the door of City Market food store downtown gives notice of the store's closure. The story is the same at the 8 Mile Rock location. Employees of the 2 stores gathered outside the downtown location Thursday morning in search of answers. Victoria Allen, an employee for more than 2 decades, was stationed in 8 Mile Rock. She says she found out late Wednesday night from her colleague that the store was shut down. She expressed disappointment in the way the workers are being treated.
Been in the company for 21 years, and it's really bad to see that they close the doors in our face with not even giving us a warning or nothing. I think this is really bad on behalf of this company.
Allen says there were signs that all was not well at the 8 Mile Rock store.
Before they even closed the store, they had us work. They had already started to put us on 3 hours a week. From some employees was working like 45 hours a week down to 3 hours. Some was working like 40 hours down to 8 hours. This is really bad.
General manager of the downtown store, Genevieve Dames, arrived a short time later. She told the employees who were scheduled to work at that location to report to City Market in the Seahorse Shopping Center.
Only thing I could say, I've been told to ask the staff to report to Port Lucaia store today. And that's all.
It was that announcement that caused tempers to flare.
What we supposed to do in Lucaia store?
I would ask that you reserve your comment for the president tomorrow. Let him answer.
You represent them. They should have left you. You just supposed to be telling us today what's going on with us.
Well, no comments. That's
okay. Now, although employees from the City Market's downtown and 8 Mile Rock stores were sent here to the Seahorse Plaza, they say they still feel a sense of uncertainty regarding the future of this location. Sabrina Brown, ZNS News.
Well, City Market officials issued a press statement today confirming the temporary closure of its South Beach and Sea Grape stores in New Providence and the permanent closure of its downtown store in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and 8 Mile Rock store in Grand Bahama. The closure took effect midnight Wednesday. According to the release, at the stores slated for renovation, the company will focus on infrastructural issues and the many challenges that have plagued the refrigeration system and other equipment. The renovations, which have been described as a complete overhaul, are not expected to conclude before the end of the year. Meantime, City Market will also be converting the Lucayer Grand Bahama location to a 24-hour store in keeping with its New Providence 24-hour formats. The staff complement at these stores have been redirected as follows. South Beach staff are to report to the Cable Beach store, Sea Grape staff to the Harbor Bay store, and staff at 8 Mile Rock and downtown Freeport stores to the Lucayer store. City Market appreciates the patience of its customers in this effort. And that ends the press release. Though it's still unofficial, hundreds of employees at the First Caribbean Bank voted overwhelmingly to strike against the bank yesterday. According to President of the Bahamas Financial Services Union, Teresa Mortimer, 246 voted in favor of a strike. Only 13 voted against the measure. Their reasons? In May, First Caribbean made 10 employees redundant, and at least 7 of them are still awaiting outstanding payments, as well as 12 outstanding union trade issues. Officials of the Department of Labor are expected to ratify the vote, after which there is a cooling-off period of 60 days. First Caribbean has just over 400 employees throughout the country. Well, yesterday, the Bahamas signed an agreement on the exchange of information on tax matters with South Africa. That agreement, signed by the Honorable Brent Simonet, Deputy Prime Minister, and Pravin Gordon, South Africa's Minister of Finance. To date, the Bahamas has signed 6 tax information exchange agreements with 28 countries. With signing, the Bahamas now has tax information exchange agreements with 11 members of the G20 states. The Commonwealth of the Bahamas and the Republic of South Africa are both members of the OECD Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information.